Hello. Oh my gosh, you know what I just noticed? Where's my little makeup mirror? I mean, a little brush. There, look at this little mirror. Bree. Bree says hi. See the little rhinestones? These actually look, not rhinestones, these are Swarovski crystal. I think that's the first time I've said that name right. And it's got engraved on the silver ferrule. And when I say engraved, I mean like double lines. Like if there's a P, it's 2 lines for the P. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on there. Maybe if you like zoomed in, if I pulled it off so you could focus and then you can zoom in. I don't know. I'll do this, but I don't think it's going to help you be able to see it. I really don't think so. But I'll do this. Are you still saying hi? I don't know if that focused. Anyway, it's very pretty. It's a Morphe brush, so it's good. I'd be really careful with something this pretty, though. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so this would be a blender brush, so we'll just blend. Blendy blend. I really need to rinse the end of these, though, because they could have chemicals on them. But I'm not. Look at me. I just started right in. And look, it's got makeup on it all the way. Already. Now, here's the thing. Do I want to go ahead and just put them in their container and close it back up? Or do I want to keep it in the little molded thing it came in? I don't think I want to do that. That's overboard. I can't get it out. I don't want to pull it out of its ferrule. Alright. I'm sure they did that so they wouldn't knock around and then knock all the crystals off. So that was... Okay. This is very difficult. Alright. There. If I travel, I'm going to hold into this because that will definitely keep them from moving. But in that case, you might also want to keep these little covers. I think you can't be overboard. Just don't use them. That is beautiful. Life is short. I'm going to use them. Don't you think? I think I should use them. So, why to go some Morphe crazy? I don't know. I think, actually, I just remembered why. There's another bronzer, or you can use it as highlighter. I think it's probably a bronzer brush. It actually is. That was the gold set. Seriously? I got all these little papers to take off. It's always so much trouble. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a good little pencil brush, smudger, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you got to be careful not to let these dangle around too much, or it'll cause these crystals to come off, I bet you. Yep, Swarovski's crystals. All right, so let me tell you something else about these. I think these were a limited edition set, special set that they had. They got sold out. I went to find it on the internet, and someone was charging $160 for these. I was like, that is so wrong. And it's because they sold out, people had bought up the sets, like more than one set. Even though it says do not buy more than one set. I don't know how people did it, but they did. And they were selling them on the internet for like double the price or more. I don't even remember what the original price was. It may have been $99 less the Jaclyn Hill discount, which I think was Jack Attack 10 or something like that I used. So it brought the price down to like, I think for the whole set, it was like $70. And y'all, these are real. I mean, that is beautiful crystal. And they're Morphe brushes. We all know Morphe brushes are very good brushes. I still think, I don't know, I think Sigma's still my favorite. But I'm going to try these. We'll see. Here is what I would say is a buffing brush. You could use this as a powder brush if you wanted. But I would use this as a foundation buffing brush to brush foundation in. But again, I don't know. Do you want to use these? They're so pretty. But if they're that pretty, then I need to put them in a container where you can see the crystal and put them back there to where y'all can look at them. Or put it with the gold ones because that's all gold stuff. I love golden crystal. Okay, so there it is. That's what it looks like. Can you see that? But the pretty part's on the bottom. Yeah. And it covers that. That's pretty. But anyway, when you travel and you put this lid on, it does keep them from getting damaged because they don't get pressured. And also, when you take this off at the hotel, it gives you a place to put your toothbrush and your toothpaste tube. Keep it nice and clean so it doesn't mess up the inside of this, and don't get any water on either of these. This isn't real leather, I don't think. I don't really remember what the packaging said, but I'm sure it's not. It doesn't feel like it is. But I love this. So that's another Morphe thing. If you were watching in part 1, you saw these Morphe brushes, which it's the same quality brushes, only this, instead of having her rhinestone finish, has a gold finish. And I love it. It's just something I've wanted. And there I go again. Yeah. So maybe I could use these and look at those. I don't know. We'll figure it out. As remember, I've also got these beautiful Sonia Cash hooks. Remember when I got these? Well, what would you use this for? Powder? Or you could use this as just all over bronzer, you know, to go there to the 3 thing. I don't know. And then, of course, I got these little unicorn brushes. Which, it's unicorn because of the little horn, I guess, but also because it's a rainbow. See the rainbow? It's so pretty. This one shows it the best, but this is more flimsy. See, that's not, I don't know if that's a real quality brush. Certainly usable in the non-flimsy one. This, you could definitely use that for bronzing, blushing, yes. And what else did it come with? A blender, yeah. Shader, yeah, that'll work. So we've got so many options for brushes now. Maybe I'll be the brush lady. No, because I had to have a palette. Yep, I got a Morphe palette. Wow, look at these ingredients. Talc, mica. Isn't mica mined in the wrong places and they use child labor? I don't remember. Remember there's some bad things about talc. Didn't they just say that it caused cervical cancer for women who used it to dust off down there? I don't know. We should investigate all of our ingredients. So I don't know these things, but investigate your ingredients. I'm going to look those up. Morphe brushes, huh? Where are they made? Made in China. Okay. I'm not going to say nothing. Let's see. What do we think of this? Well, it's a good set, that's for sure. It's just your basic, let me take the plastic off so you can see. I always have a hard time getting these off without putting my finger right into it. There's the shadows. Let's face it, that's a really good warm shadow pan thing. Z palette, whatever you want to call it. You got all your highlighters in different shades from white to creams to just... and then you've got all different kinds of shades of brown and caramel. And it goes into the more orangey shades, and it's got some shimmers mixed in. Let me let it focus a minute so you can see. There's some shimmers. It's a good warm palette. I don't know. I'm going to refrain from saying the quality of this because I'm not a big fan of anything made in China, but at the same time, everything is. And I have heard some problems with some of those ingredients, but then again, I'm not sure if it wasn't propaganda kind of stuff or if I need to go back and read about are those things actually good for you, bad for you, what. So we'll go check that out. I'll do a little research. But, you know, how healthy is it to spray alcohol and fragrance all over yourself? And you know, I love perfume. So did y'all see my last video? Here's the fancy perfume right here in the background. Is this the coolest? I just cannot get over this bottle. Is that just the coolest? If you're wondering how does it work, you take it out this way. It sits upside down. It's amazing that it didn't actually leak more, but it did leak a little in transit apparently, and so some of that, you know, because perfume does have alcohol in it, it kind of burned through this finish. But underneath it's red, so it's not that bad. But this is more what it's supposed to be looking like. And I don't really care. I'm not sending it back. I don't know. Maybe I should contact them. But when I first opened it, it was a mess. And so I should have taken pictures then because I looked bloody because all this dye was all over my fingers. And I should have maybe asked them to send me another one. But they would have probably said, well, send that one back. And I am just not going to go through all that. I'm just not. No, I said. So I put it back in its little holder. frankly, the whole reason I bought it was that. It was the holder. I think it's beautiful. There. I'm going to put it back there so you can look at it too. Okay, so, and I got my little Morphe brushes, and look, this little mirror has those same kind of, well, this is more like rhinestones, and I'm sure it's cheap rhinestones because I think this is less than $5. Whereas this looks like Swarovski crystal. Now, normally, if it is, it'll say so, and I don't remember if it said that, so I shouldn't really say that. But look at it. So, I just made all these frivolous expenditures. Do y'all ever do that? Do you ever get something and think, oh, that will make me feel better, and after you buy it, you have buyer's remorse because it doesn't work? That's because things can never satisfy. Only Jesus can satisfy. And only the things that God gives to us through Him can satisfy. Like love and friendship and trust and faith. Those are the things that satisfy. They genuinely satisfy. I am susceptible as anybody to say, well then, if it's so true, then why doesn't it satisfy you? It does. It does when I focus on it. It truly does. When I focus on teaching the Bible, I am actually very fulfilled. When I'm focused on the Lord, I'm very fulfilled. But sometimes I focus on the world. And I did. And I'm just being straight honest. I bought a bunch of stuff I don't need. And boy, I'm sure YouTube really wants to promote me now. But I'm going to enjoy it because I like sparkly things. Okay. But I need to go teach Bible study because then I'll be happy. I'll start with you guys. I'll do a Bethy Bible devotion. And that will make me happy. Oh, it's fixing to cut off. So I will see you guys. I love you so much in the next video. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm fogging up my glasses. I'm fogging up my glasses. Fogging up my glasses.